Can you see me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Alright, so welcome to tonight's class. So for tonight's material, I see you have chosen daily news.
yes,
Uh, but before we begin, since this... Oh, you want to skip the intro part?
yes.
But may I know your name? What do you want me to call you?
My name is Kaoru.
Kao... Kaoru or Kaoru?
Kaoru.
Kaoru.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you, Kaoru. So anyway, let's start. This is daily news. So which article would you like
Okay.
to discuss?
Mm, Changing times, the confusing world of the time zone.
Yes, very confusing indeed. Alright, this is gonna be an interesting topic. Let's begin. But you want to start with the vocabulary part first, Kaoru? You want to read together?
Exercise one is I want to skip.
Uh huh.
So exercise two is I want to repeat after you.
Okay, then let's begin. Let's read each paragraph, paragraph by
Okay.
paragraph. Okay. Changing times, the confusing world of time zones.
Changing times, the confusing world of time zone.
In the small U.S. town of College Corner, there was a time when it was possible to throw a basketball from one side of the school court at 1 p.m. and for the ball to fall into the net at 2 p.m. Wow.
In the small U.S. town of Courage Corner, there was a time when it was possible to throw a basketball from one side of the school court at 1 p.m. and for the ball to fall into the net at 2 p.m.
The town is on the border of the states of Ohio and Indiana, and the border goes right through the middle of the school's basketball court.
The town is on the border of the state of O- Ohio and
Ohio, Ohio.
Ohio and India, and the border goes right through the middle of the school's basketball court.
Until 2006, for a large part of the year, there was a 1 hour difference between the two sides of the town. Ohio was in one time zone, and Indiana was in another.
Until 2006, for a large part of the year, there was a 1 hour difference between the two sides of the town. Ohio was in the one time zone and Indiana was in another.
It could sometimes make it a little difficult to make plans.
It could sometimes make it a little difficult to make plans.
Now, the town is all in the same time zone, but it's an example of the interesting way that the world's time zones can work.
Now the town is all in the same time zone, but it's an example of the interesting way that the world time zone can work.
There are 38 different time zones in use around the world, though some are just half an hour off their neighbors.
There are 38 different time zones in use around the world, so though some are just half an hour of their neighbors.
These time zones are measured from the prime meridian, the line of 0 degrees longitude that passes through Greenwich in London. Travel east from there and you're getting further ahead. Travel west and you're going back in time.
These time zones are measured from the prime meridian, the line of 0 degrees longitude that passes through Greenwich in London. Travel east from there and you are getting further ahead. Travel west and you are going back in time.
But of course, the world doesn't always fit into straight lines for political and geographical reasons.
But of, but of course, the world doesn't always fit into straight lines for political and geographical reasons.
And as the residents of College Corner knew, time zones can be impractical.
And as the residents of Courage Corner knew, time zones can be